In the aftermath of World War II, as the horrors of the Holocaust slowly came into full view, one name stood out among the architects of genocide. Adolf Eichmann was not a battlefield commander or a public figure delivering speeches. He was something far more dangerous, a meticulous bureaucrat who designed the system that transported millions of Jews to ghettos and extermination camps. By the late 1940s, while Europe tried to rebuild, Eichmann had vanished. Many believed he was dead. In reality, he was hiding in plain sight, living quietly in Argentina under a false identity while the world moved on. After Israel was founded in 1948, the young nation faced immediate wars, economic hardship, and constant security threats. Yet one unresolved question lingered within its intelligence community. What would be done about the Nazi criminals who had escaped justice? Eichmann's name kept resurfacing in survivor testimonies and intelligence files. He had played a central role in implementing the final solution, coordinating deportations across occupied Europe with chilling efficiency. For Israel, allowing such a man to live freely was unthinkable. The first credible lead came in the mid-1950s, when a German Jewish émigré living in Argentina reported that a man named Ricardo Clement might actually be Adolf Eichmann. The information reached West German prosecutors and, eventually, Israeli intelligence. At first, the claim was treated cautiously. False sightings of Nazi fugitives were common. But bits of corroborating evidence began to align age, background, family details, and most importantly, the quiet life of a man who seemed determined to remain invisible. By 1960, Mossad director Isser Harel made a decisive choice. Israel would not ask Argentina for extradition. Eichmann had already escaped justice once, and there was no guarantee he wouldn't disappear again. Instead, Mossad would capture him secretly and bring him to Israel to stand trial. The operation was given a simple name, Operation Finale. A small team of agents was sent to Buenos Aires under deep cover. They posed as businessmen, tourists, and embassy staff. Their first task was surveillance confirming, beyond any doubt, that Ricardo Clement was indeed Adolf Eichmann. For weeks, agents watched a modest house in the suburb of San Fernando. They tracked his routine, leaving work at the same hour, walking along the same dark road, returning home to his family. Photographs were taken discreetly. One image, showing a distinctive ear shape that matched known photos of Eichmann, tipped the balance. The target was confirmed. The capture plan was risky. Eichmann was not heavily guarded, but the environment was hostile. Argentina had a large community of former Nazis and sympathizers. If the operation was exposed, the agents could be arrested or worse. Mossad chose a simple but dangerous approach: abduct Eichmann on his walk home from work and hold him in a safe house until extraction. On the evening of May 11, 1960, the team took their positions along the unlit roadside. As Eichmann stepped off the bus and began walking home, an agent approached him and asked a casual question in Spanish. In that split second of distraction, others rushed in, wrestled him into a car, and drove away. The entire abduction lasted seconds. Eichmann fought briefly, then fell silent. He reportedly said, "I already resigned myself to my fate." For days, Eichmann was held in a secret safe house. He was interrogated, not with violence, but with documents and questions that left no room for denial. Eventually, he admitted his identity and signed a statement declaring that he agreed to stand trial in Israel. The extraction phase now became the most delicate part of the operation. Israel had an unexpected opportunity. An official Israeli delegation was scheduled to attend Argentina's celebrations marking 150 years of independence. El Al had flown a special aircraft to Buenos Aires for the event. Mossad decided to use this plane to smuggle Eichmann out. Disguised as a sick crew member, sedated and dressed in airline uniform, Eichmann was escorted through the airport. No alarms were raised. On May 21, 1960, the plane took off. Adolf Eichmann was leaving Argentina, not as a free man, but as a prisoner. When Israel publicly announced Eichmann's capture, the world was stunned. Argentina protested the violation of its sovereignty, triggering a diplomatic crisis. The United Nations became involved. Israel eventually issued a formal apology for breaching Argentine law, but Eichmann remained in Israeli custody. For Israel, the moral weight of the mission outweighed the political cost. The trial began in Jerusalem in 1961 and was broadcast worldwide. Survivors testified in harrowing detail. Documents were read aloud, revealing the bureaucratic precision with which Eichmann had organized mass murder, For many, the trial was the first time the full scale of the Holocaust was presented to a global audience through personal voices, not just historical records. Eichmann defended himself by claiming he was just following orders, a defense that would later become a central topic in discussions of moral responsibility. In December 1961, Eichmann was found guilty on multiple counts of crimes against humanity, war crimes, and crimes against the Jewish people. He was sentenced to death. On June 1, 1962, Adolf Eichmann was executed by hanging, the only civilian execution ever carried out by the State of Israel. Operation Finale became one of the most famous intelligence operations in history, not because of complex technology or overwhelming force, but because of its moral clarity and precision. It demonstrated that even years later, justice could reach those who believed time and distance had erased their crimes. The mission reshaped international conversations about war crimes, accountability, and the limits of state power in pursuing justice. More than an intelligence success, Operation Finale sent a message that echoed far beyond Israel. The architects of genocide could run, hide, and change their names, but they would never truly escape history.